Hello, this is George F551, and this is the annual tradition of going around Black Friday at Solomon Pond Mall, Marlborough, Massachusetts. From what I've seen, this was a struggling mall, but the last time I looked at the online store directory, it seems that this place has recovered quite a bit. Has it really? Besides looking at the dead Sears, that's still a thing? Well, we're going to find out. Also, because I typically go through the department stores on the Christmas Eve Whitney Field run, I thought I'd do the same here. So the speed is a little faster walking through, so there might be extra bobbing and unintentional weaving. Also, using a hidden camera, it's not the best of quality, but it might flop, it might tilt, it might go bright and dark. It is what it is, set it and forget it. So basically what I've seen, and you will notice that yes, there's still quite a few vacancies, but this has filled up quite a bit. And yep, they still have the little carts of death down there on the first floor. So yeah, people still let their kids ride those suicide carts. And this I got wrong. Well, once we looked at one stop, this hallway to nothing, I said that was a leech mirror, but in actuality I did not know they went as long as they did. That was supposed to be a Jordan Marsh anchor. As the mall was being built, the business went out of business. Sunstar Arcade, that is definitely new, and unfortunately it seems like your typical arcade where no real classics, just redemption games. Anyway, unfortunately they also have a DJ blaring really loud music, so there's going to be points that the audio will be muted, and possibly in the stores themselves because the music is a hair loud. So unless there's something to interject, I'll just sit back and let you enjoy the sounds of the mall. Of course, as soon as I let you enjoy the sounds of the mall, we finally get to a point that the audio gets noticeable, so yeah, and it gets pretty loud. So yeah, there's going to be sizable chunks where, yeah, you're not going to hear the mall, unfortunately. Had to be the one day that they decide to do that, but then again, they were giving away some $100 gift cards, so there was an event going on. There's the food court. We will go through that, and that has indeed improved a bit since last time. So, just let you, where we can allow it to happen because of pedestrian traffic, we were kind of forced to walk in the sun. So, there were times that, just like those few moments where it was blinding, that we were just stuck in the blinding sun. So there were times I would just stop and look over the railing so you can see what I was hoping to show you. So you can see it's very crowded. So once again, I'll interject when there's something of importance. Also, I want to mention, which will help drown out the music a little bit as we round the Macy's, is in order to race the clock, which the battery on this hidden camera lasts for 45 minutes. The pace, as I've said, is a little faster, so as I said, it might bob up and down a little more, be a little more jarring. It shouldn't be too bad, because so far it hasn't been, but it definitely picked up the pace significantly so that we would be able to get both the Macy's and the JCPenney's in the mix. So, yeah, we're getting close to the DJ and loud music again, so probably going to have to drop it again. Something new is coming to the corner. On this side alone, about half of the storefronts were completely vacant, and now they have restaurants again. And there is definitely a better variety. So that has changed for the better. I definitely know JJ Pizza's was not there, and neither was the place next to it. The Burger King, that was a thing. So, very crowded. It was tough. I just wanted to make a circle, but there's the pizza place again. It was very difficult to get around. And there's the carousel. So we're just going to go all the way to the back and make our way around. You will still see, as you can see as we're heading down, is there are still a couple of vacancies. But a couple of vacancies is a lot better than half. So it has indeed got a lot better. In fact, the line to one of these restaurants, especially this Japanese one, was pretty long and extends past at least one of the former restaurants. In fact, it almost is reaching the second dead restaurant before we get to one that's actually there. So this has definitely got a lot better than what it was last time. So, and again, another long line. Didn't quite get what that one was in the middle. So that was the food court. Much better offerings than last time. So now, back the other way towards the dead Sears. Now that we made the circuit upstairs, it's time to go downstairs. This is where it was dead as anything almost. It has improved quite a bit. There's still quite a few dead storefronts, especially here, right at the beginning. But you'll see that things have definitely got better. And now, oh, there's a suicide cycle. And now, time to make a lap around the bottom. This used to be a big entertainment complex, which had a huge arcade in it as well. We look in a couple other grates that they took the fabric off. At this point, when we're doing our lap along the bottom, when we approach the Macy's and the JCPenney, that's when we're going to start our walk through the stores and then continue where we left off. Another suicide cycle and a suicide animal. And now we're stuck behind one. So let's continue on, and I'm sure we're going to add the background music and then ultimately drown it out. As you're seeing here, the crowds are getting so big, we were almost forced into the line to see Santa Claus. Oh, and speaking of Santa Claus, I made sure that he had no one in his lap, and there he is. We'll see him again, I believe. I wasn't 100% sure if I got a good look at him the second time by or not. Like I said, it is what it is with these kind of videos. We are now approaching the Macy's, and we're going to try and do a quick walkthrough. Keep in mind, because the traffic is unpredictable, the camera might move suddenly, frequently, and be a blur. Again, traffic kind of dictates how well this comes out.
Are you all set? Any questions? Yeah. The white
We'll complete the lap around the first floor once we do a lap on the second floor. And over here, in spite of all the activity, nearly completely dead furniture department. Almost looks like the Macy's when it was at Whitney Field, except just the furniture department. I mean, there were people there in the corner, but that was about it. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the Toys R Us section. It has grown quite a bit since I was here last year. Although there were kids around, so I just looked down a couple of aisles and called it good. After overshooting the down escalator, we came back to it. We're going to finish the lap down here and head back out to the mall. And now we are coming up upon the most miserable excuse of a WoW family set. That's it. You're looking at it. That was it. However, there was a second one that looks more like a normal WoW, which is still kind of pathetic, but that was just bad. There are a couple stores down here. One of them is a salon. It looks closed, but then there were people inside. I guess they didn't want the busy doings of the mall to interfere with the inner workings of the salon. Can't blame them. In spite of all the new stores that have opened, I'm still surprised they got this big one still as a lounge. As you can see there, kinda surprised. Figured they'd have everything available to future tenants. Anyway, once again, right by here at the Old Navy where the DJ is, once again is Santa Claus. Now, as I said, we look in the Old Navy. As I said, not sure if I got a good shot of him. And there were no kids there. No, okay, well, barely. Like I said, it's a hidden camera. I'm not sure 100% what I'm getting. I have a general idea. But sometimes things do wind up out of frame. So, back over to the other end and JCPenney. The Hanush Jewelers that was dead upstairs is off to the right-hand side here on the first level. It's now time to go through JCPenney, or JCPenney. JCPenney doesn't seem to have a flow that's really easy to capture the store. It's more of a maze or a labyrinth than it is a department store, so just went to the roughly exterior main thoroughfares and just looked around. Looked down some of the other hallways as we were going along. Similar to Whitney Field, we just, again, doing the same thing. And again, we'll go up to the second floor, do that, and then come back and finish the lap and finish the mall.
Nos vemos finalmente el 8. Later we going home.
Don't quite get this, but there seems to be a section of the store that's been completely cordoned off. I have heard that the JCPenney's are going to start remodeling their stores. However, I wouldn't think they would have taken so little. Unless it's just a fresh coat of paint. Or it's actually just space they're not using anymore for some weird reason. I just find it interesting to see that. Kinda reminds me of Sears when they were going. But, according to what I've read and seen recently, Simon is interested in refurbishing the JCPenney's they have now, not closing any of them. Could be wrong though. Anyway, here's some betting, and there were actually people here versus Macy's. And like that, we are already done with the JCPenney and the mall itself. So, right-hand turn, few more stores, and that'll be it. Let's finish it up. Here's the other WoW entertainment, which looks more like your typical WoW entertainment. And there we have it. We're back where we started, except you have to go up the escalator to get to the upper level. There's the dead Sears, and that is it here at Solomon Pond Mall for 2023's Black Friday.
Yeah, it's a bit windy out today, but to my surprise, this place actually has indeed improved quite a bit. There's still quite a few dead storefronts, but far less than there were, especially the first floor. Second floor, yeah, a little better. So has it improved? Is it getting better? It looks like it is. There's some wind gust. Anyway, that is the look. Black Friday, Solomon Pond Mall, Marlborough, Mass. Georgia 551. I hope you enjoyed and have a good one.